I wanted to introduce a couple of people here now, and they're here to talk about the declaration and call to action. I'm really, really happy and proud to introduce to you. I'll introduce them both now, but they're going to come out. Isobel Arthen is an environmental activist, organizer, and trainer. She returns to the Parliament as a representative of the PeaceJam Foundation and member of the Emerging Leaders Task Force. Crystal Silva McCormick is a trustee for the Parliament, is an ordained minister of the United Church of Christ, and currently serves as associate pastor at St. Andrew's Presbyterian in Austin, Texas. Can you please put your hands together and welcome them?
Good evening. You can find the declaration in your program booklet, but for this evening as we close, we want to summarize it for you, the salient pieces. Together as we gather, let us hear this declaration. Do you know that over half of the world's population is made up of children, youth, and young adults, which means that half of the world is filled with an enormous amount of youthful and creative energy that has already been making waves of change across the globe. And though those from previous generations sometimes fail to see the abilities of emerging leaders like Isobel and like those of you seated here, the youth and young adults continue to press on, prepared to make change in the world, raising their voices even when they have been overlooked. Youth and young adults, relying on their own wisdom and the wisdom of those who have gone before them, are already engaged in the work of changing the world. They stand prepared to be a powerful leading voice for radical social change.
We call on guiding institutions to engage younger generations, support them in carrying on the work of bringing change into this world in new and dynamic ways. We urge religious institutions and faith communities to foster and nurture the spiritual paths of youth and young adults so that they may draw upon their spirituality as a foundation for the change they seek to bring to the world.
Now, what we're doing here is for the young and young at heart. But right now, I would like to ask anyone who is 35 and under, I barely made the cut, to please stand. Yes, give yourselves a hand. I would like to kindly ask if you will commit to some things. Will you pledge to choose an issue or issues that you are passionate about and use your energy and creativity to address these issues? If you do, say, "We will."
Will you continue to?
Absolutely you are. Will you engage in organizations and institutions offering your wisdom as young and wise people? You are, and will you? Will you continue to advocate, to make your voice and your actions loud in order to bring about policy change to improve the lives of others? And finally, will you commit to the creative use of social media, not only to draw attention to issues and causes, but to organize and to mobilize your peers to take action?
Okay, you can have a seat. Now, those of you from older generations on whose shoulders we stand, please rise. Will you reach out to us, the emerging leaders and young people in your lives, and open your mind to listen to the wisdom and creativity we can share with you? Will you urge organizations, religious and otherwise, to mentor youth and young adults, sharing your own experiences and wisdom, empowering them and creating space for them to grow into leadership positions? Will you promote policies and elect officials that benefit us and work towards the physical, economic, and educational well-being of youth and young adults? Will you insist that media outlets showcase the kind of inspired leadership you have witnessed from emerging leaders on this stage tonight? I'm glad to hear it. You can sit down. Thank you. So, I know that you all have been sitting here for a long time, but I promise it has been worth the wait, because to close this plenary, I'd like to invite Takaya Blaney back onto the stage to share with us her vision for an Earth revolution.